Welcome to the Tech Tarik Show, Lowyat.net's only official podcast. We are back for our Chinese New Year special, which is special because it's Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
So
basically.
I've got with me Farhan and Andrew, who
Hello.
are back from Vegas.
I'm no longer jet lagged.
Ish.
They have
That's
not
your
told
problem.
us a single thing about what happened there. Not a single thing.
Except for one thing that we told last week.
Do not go back and
what?
listen to the previous podcast about their adventures. What happened in Vegas
Or what
stays
did
in
not
Vegas.
happen.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're never gonna let this down, but okay.
No, we went to next year.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna live
Moving
with
on.
this forever. Yeah, so this is the episode before Chinese New Year. So what are we
It's
doing?
pretty cool because I think that we can actually listen to this on the way back home.
We can listen to this. Dude, we are on the podcast.
Yeah, but we're gonna don't you listen to? Okay, never mind.
I don't listen to myself.
Sorry.
My voice is amazing, but I don't listen to it all day.
Yeah.
Well, it's not all day; it's just an hour.
So what are we doing for Chinese New Year this year?
Well, as usual, I will be driving and basically meeting relatives and celebrating Chinese New Year with my family. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go with that.
let's go with it. That's
Okay.
what should be done. So
I'll be here because all my relatives are already here.
you're not traveling then.
Nope.
So
Then you won't have the chance to listen to this episode while
I
driving.
can.
yeah, you make a terrible segue into our first segment.
I
What
can
the hell?
listen- I can listen to it while I'm traveling around.
No,
okay?
I'm
KL, it's not long
No,
enough.
it doesn't count.
You're not gonna fly around KL.
Eventually, it'll be an hour-ish.
Anyway,
No, I'm trying to segue into our first segment, which is tech on the road, which is gadgets and apps and stuff that you should have with you when you're traveling back home for Chinese New Year, when you're visiting relatives, when you're trapped in the car with your irritating family for over an hour.
Okay.
What?
because his relatives are all in KL. So
Oh, yeah,
he's
he's-
never trapped for more than an hour.
Okay, he's completely useless for
Horrible.
this.
Wow.
This is bad.
Yeah, my family's all in Penang.
Not all of us will be driving, so yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we'll count all forms of transportation. Driving, planes, trains, ships, yachts,
Yachts.
Sampan.
bicycles, whatever, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so I'll probably be in Penang. Pang, you're from Malacca.
Yeah.
So we're the only ones going to be traveling, so this is important for us. So what do we think we should have for the journey? What's important this time of year?
Well, if you're gonna be driving, I think the most important thing is to make sure that we don't kill each other on the road.
That's very true.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that entertainment is gonna be number one. So Spotify is gonna be useful. I think I remember I killed like 2 hours on Spotify driving. Where was it? Malacca, I think. Yeah, it should be Malacca again. With my sister because I think we're going back home for some reason, and she decided to play a 90s 90s playlist, boy band playlist. And
Sounds
she had
good.
such a good time because she was like, "Oh man, I still remember all of these songs." And
Yeah,
sang
she
them.
had a good time. What about you, man? It's 90s
I grew up
boy
with
band.
her, so I knew all of these songs as well. Like subconsciously, I knew these songs.
Okay, but to be fair, we are kids of the 90s. This is our culture. It's
He's not a kid of the 90s.
Oh my
He's a
Sorry, I
god.
pointed at Andrew. It's not
Oh
you.
Yeah,
my
he doesn't know.
gosh, I was born in the 90s.
You
Come
don't
on.
That's
know.
why you're not a kid of the 90s.
you didn't
Define
grow up.
being a kid. What's your age of being a kid?
You don't know what it was like back then. You couldn't like some bands. You
Yeah.
couldn't like NSYNC. You couldn't like Backstreet Boys if you were a guy, you know. It
Okay.
ruined your tough guy image.
Uh-huh.
But now you're allowed to because it's nostalgic.
Correct.
Wow.
That when it's now played in Light and Easy, yeah.
Oh my god, it's light and easy
No,
now.
sorry, it's Light FM. Yeah, they started playing Westlife songs up until like last 2 years ago, I think.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah. Welcome back.
You just noticed. Yeah, Spotify. Really, Spotify? Just so.
Yeah, Spotify. I mean, we have the premium subscription because it's really cheap for the family plan.
Yeah.
And it's like you can download the playlist, but I mean we were listening it on the road and she says, "Oh my god, like Spotify," and so it just kept going. Like there are many public playlists with like American and UK boy bands, just boy band songs, not like 90s with like Britney Spears or like Mariah Carey or whatever.
I can imagine that would
So
be the case.
it was a really good time for her. I'm just driving. I'm like, okay, lah, fine. At least it was bearable.
Could have been worse, wouldn't it?
There's a lot of traffic going down in Malacca. Which brings me to the second app that I will use, Waze.
Really? Waze.
Waze, really?
No, come on, let him explain.
Okay,
Okay,
for the guy who doesn't travel outside of KL,
Yeah, you don't
please
know.
that Waze is a lifesaver.
When I do travel outside, I only use Google Maps almost exclusively.
I forgot we have this debate. Yeah,
Yes.
Google Maps and Waze.
Please bring it up. This is
We have Team
fascinating.
Google Maps and Team Waze in all this.
Yeah.
They're owned by the same company, so let's go.
Yes,
Exactly. And you know that Google Maps takes data from Waze?
I know.
Yeah.
Because Waze is owned by Google.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
but why Waze over Google Maps?
I prefer Waze because back then it was the only app that had real-time traffic data. And
Okay.
that was very important if you're driving during festive seasons. When you've taken 5 hours to get home from Malacca to KL and like 12 hours from Penang to KL,
We don't talk about that. It never happened.
you know what it means to have like an alternative route out. And we've taken some really interesting routes before. From Malacca, I remember I took like the Felda roads in Negeri Sembilan, and I was like, ooh, it's fun. Because
It sounds like a much more pleasant drive,
it's
doesn't
a
it?
pleasant drive because it's not like a straight road if you're taking the North-South Highway. It's like a straight road most of the time. And all you see are like palm trees to your left and like basically there's nothing, right? So a few times I would take the trunk roads, which would go through like all these little city towns, and especially going up north as well. I would take that. And
Yeah, it's a scenic route,
super
but it's,
fun.
it's much nicer. Yeah, I
Because
agree.
you pass by all these little towns,
All these little
that
towns,
you've
little
never
villages.
actually heard of, and it only really sucks when there's a lorry right in front of you, because all truck roads are all like either single lane or double lanes at most.
Yeah.
That's where you learn
They
how
are-
good your car acceleration is.
Well, at times yes, but most of the time there's like a huge backlog if there's a lorry and all
That's
that.
usually the case,
But
yeah.
it's actually really fun. I really enjoy taking the trunk roads and knowing that I'm avoiding the traffic, avoiding the stress of being in a 4-lane highway and not moving.
I think it's more about I can use these trunk roads without getting lost forever.
Also true.
Because those roads are confusing.
Yeah, it's really fun because I mean they can get confusing when you pass by the towns.
Yeah, and you're
you need to
trapped in this little town,
like
you're in good
junctions
circles.
and all these things. But yeah, it was really fun. I'll tell you one more thing that was really cool. Coming down. Can't remember, from up north, and I decided to take my parents back to KL. Yeah, and we took the scenic route. Instead of taking the highway, I took the scenic route, I took the trunk roads, and I realized that those were the roads that they used to take like 20-30 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were
before
like-
there were actually highways.
And they were reminiscing of all these things. So, you know, I was a very good son that day.
Uh-huh. Despite the fact that the roads still take 8 hours.
They still take, but it was faster than the highways because there were traffic. There was
It's a
traffic.
completely different story. So those are your two things
Super
for
good son, man. Yeah.
two things for gadgets on
Well,
the
if
road.
you're driving, then yes. But if we're gonna be traveling by plane, and I think a lot of us will, I found a really good pair of headphones.
I wanted to talk about it, but
Yeah, they're going to fight
live
over
in
who
KL.
gets to talk about.
You live in KL, so
Yeah, you
know.
don't
hey,
count.
I could go out of the country to have a vacation or something. But
During
that's
No,
not
really?
what I'm doing.
During Chinese
That's
New Year.
not what I'm doing. Okay, because I'm a good son.
Right. So
Moving on.
everyone wants to be a good son. Anyway,
Of course, everybody wants to be a good son.
so over at CES, Sennheiser passed us a pair of headphones for review, which is the PXC 550,
Yes.
which is a pair of wireless active noise cancelling headphones. Basically, they're competitor to the Bose Quiet Comfort 35. Yeah. So I'm looking at my audio guy. It's like yes.
Okay, this sounds excessive.
Yeah, it's really like it's really, unless you're traveling a lot or if you travel for a living or you're always in planes, it's a very luxury purchase more than anything else. But it is a really good pair of headphones. I've not
Still
tried the Quiet
excessive.
Comfort, like I'm not trying the Bose headphones, but it's basically designed for people who are going to use it in planes. The cover itself was pretty cool. Like when they demonstrated it to us, he's like, you know, when you put when you have like this hard case covers, and you're supposed to put it in the seat pockets in front of you in flights, the Sennheiser's hard case is actually not a hard case. It's basically like almost like paper, like not paper, like cardboard, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the
And
only one who knows what's going on.
crumples. Basically, it break. You can fold it and it slips into a very small profile.
Interesting.
Into the seat pocket.
Huh.
So it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
That's pretty clever.
So there's active noise cancelling. It comes with like a flight adapter. And what I really like is that the moment you twist it, it turns on. I can't remember what's the battery life for that one.
Andrew, do you
14-hour
remember?
flight,
You
that's
wanted to talk about it as well. So do you remember how long the battery life is?
Before I could get to that, he was saying, I'm going to talk about
Yeah,
it.
because you just tried it out like half an hour before. Anyway,
But you're still allowed to
amazing.
talk about it. We do not have a
2
monopoly
3
on
hours.
topics.
Yeah, about 3 hours ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, it turns on and it charges by micro USB, but you can use it both wired and wirelessly. Both the ANC functions will work in both modes. And they have this really cool pass-through feature where if you double tap the right ear cup, the audio switches from the input to like the ambient sound. So let's just say like the flight attendant's like serving you some meals and you have to listen to her and you just double tap and it's like, oh, I can suddenly hear the world. If you double tap again and the whole world basically just
Disappears.
yeah,
I like that.
you contributed.
Keeping the world out.
Wow.
Okay, no. So since you wanted to talk about it, Andrew, what did you like about these things?
I like the fact that it's a noise cancelling headphones. We actually...
You're gonna have to be more specific than that, by the
Let
way.
me get to it, okay?
Okay.
We actually went to Sennheiser's booth at CES and I tried one of these without knowing they actually have one because Pang took it for himself at CES on our 36 hours flight.
We were in the
Something
same
like that.
flight.
Okay, so basically he has a very fancy headphones and I have like a Xiaomi in-ear headphones Pro.
Nothing wrong with that. It has
Nothing
the
word
word
with that.
Pro in
but
it.
it's not as good as the PXC 550.
Of course, because
Anyway.
they're both totally different headphones. Anyway,
Yeah.
Completely different products. What are you talking about?
So I was at the booth and I was looking at this and I found it pretty interesting. So the moment I put it on, it's as if the world went.
is that your first time
New.
with ANC headphones?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Wow. Okay. So you didn't really
But
don't know what they do.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Like you put it on and the whole world just goes mute.
Yeah, that's what noise cancelling is for.
Like silence.
What?
It's okay. Don't reference. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I must say also, since we're on the topic of ANC, it's actually the Sennheiser's one, and I think even our sound guy would agree. The video guy, sound guy, I don't know, like Jin.
Video
I'll just
slash
call
sound
you
guy.
Jin. He agrees, and we all agree that the ANC on this one is actually very well implemented. Most ANCs or some of the cheaper options that we've tried, the ANC can be very disorienting because it's too quiet to the point where you can't hear anything. It feels like
Yeah, silence
your
is disorienting.
ears, like your ears can't adjust to it, and I'll get headaches after a while, like really really quickly. So the Sennheiser's one, no such thing. Like it was just the right amount of insulation or isolation. Insulation. What?
Noise cancellation.
Isolation. Yes, that's the correct word.
Okay.
And yeah, it helped me go through that 14-hour flight, and I was watching movies and all that, and I actually fell asleep with it. Though I much prefer my in-ears because my in-ears have foam tips and they actually give almost the same amount of isolation.
Nice. Okay, so you're talking like long distance travel. Andrew, what do you have? You're short distance. You don't go very far here.
I'm gonna end with the Sennheiser. Sorry, they're not cheap. But then
Obviously.
again, they're
It's
designed
just-
for like people who are always on the go, right?
Your very description implies that they're not cheap.
They're not cheap.
No.
Leather ear cups,
Wow.
ANC, wired, wireless,
Okay.
super premium, right? And it's like metal headbands and all that. It's available now. Actually, you can already buy it. It's 2,199 ringgit.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Get a lot of things for that money.
yeah, like a Peak Design backpack, right?
So yeah.
Yeah, so short-term travel, short range
Yeah,
travel.
you need a backpack. I mean,
I don't need a
carry all your
backpack.
essentials.
What essentials? You're traveling to houses.
You always need a backpack. Where are you gonna put all your ang pao?
In your pocket.
Wow. So
Anyway,
deep pocket.
For me, since I usually do short distance travels, when I'm not driving, I usually carry my 3DS with me.
I agree with you.
Yes.
And until they replace it, the 3DS is the best thing to have.
Yes. And I mean, since we're on the topic, it might be a bit of a segue into our topic from our topic.
No.
You don't get to segue. I get to segue.
Alright, so that's how things work now.
Yes.
So basically, you mean that if you're gonna be in a car and you're not driving,
Portable console.
no, listen.
Okay, go on.
If you're gonna be in a car and you're gonna be with your family members, you're gonna shut them out, not talk to them, not communicate with them, and
Hey, that's my
play a
plan.
game.
When you're in the car, yes. When you're outside of the car,
That's still my plan.
oh, come on. But yeah, I mean, when traveling from houses to houses can be a bit tiring, and you need something to alone time, basically.
Wow.
How far are you going?
Do you need to draw a bath at the end of the day as well?
Drop a what?
Nothing.
Okay, no. So bring up. What are you trying to say? What?
A 3DS. That's all.
Is that the entire thing? Is your spiel
3DS
is what
is
3DS?
Basically, a portable system like a phone works, a 3DS works, or a PS Vita works. Although mine is sitting in the shelf for like 2-3 years now.
horrible?
Because there are no new games for it.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
The 3DS is. I personally like the 3DS as a traveling companion. Long distance, short distance. It doesn't matter. It's just something to do. Like, get your mind off these things for a while. Shut
Yep.
down, retreat. Street pass, because there's going to be a lot of people on the roads. You didn't think about that one, did you?
Well, I don't
social?
really use the feature, so.
Wow, you monster.
What? I mean, I have it switched on, so
Oh, you monster.
I contribute. I have it switched on. But I don't really purposely go out just to get some street pass.
Nobody ever purposely goes out to get street passes.
Who knows? Hey, I'm sure it's the thing in Japan though. It's very famous.
You don't
Very
need to.
Also true. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So, the 3DS is one thing, but any specific games you have in mind?
I want to say Pokemon Sun and Moon, but
That's because you haven't finished it.
let's not talk about that. But I still prefer Monster Hunter compared to Pokemon, because like you said, Pokemon, I haven't actually finished it yet, so I don't really want to spend time reading dialogues and processing the game. But Monster Hunter, I'm actually quite far. I would just go for a hunt, kill some monster, and
Because you don't
save
like
it.
reading, right? We just had this conversation.
We did have this
I
conversation.
do like reading, but I just let's not talk about that and focus on the game here. So Monster Hunter, you just pick it up, go out, hunt a monster, kill
Kill
it.
them in your alone time while you're in the car with your family members.
Yeah, but speaking of reading, I would like to bring up maybe having, say, a Kindle with it.
Yeah.
Ebooks are fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
It's-
I don't read that much, but I agree.
Okay, but
You
can
too.
Can you
Owning a
get
Kindle.
a Kindle in Malaysia?
There-
Process is complicated. So basically, you can actually buy. There are services that let you buy through these
The companies that set up a service to allow you to use it.
basically you pay them money for Amazon credits that you can use to buy books from Amazon.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because Kindles only allow you to buy. Like actually, you can sideload.
You can sideload
To be
books.
fair, you can.
No, I mean-
it supports a variety of formats.
How do you get the device itself, the tablet?
Just find a reseller.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot of them because Kindles are surprisingly popular here.
Yeah.
For ebooks.
Actually, our colleague has one.
Yeah, man. I keep saying I should buy a Kindle, and
Yeah, man.
I never
Next time
got
go
it.
to the US.
You know, you
just
could
let
ask
know.
us.
that is true.
I literally saw a few.
The paperwhite's actually very good. You can't
Yeah.
see. They're not sold in stores.
They are. There were a few Kindles at Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah, they're sold in
Yes.
stores.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really popular for traveling because I like to read. I don't get much time to read anymore, but I like to read.
Yeah.
Like books, Andrew.
Proper books.
Physical books
Like
or
Harry Potter?
Kindle?
Both ones. Both books. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, come on, let it go.
No.
Some books need to be read in physical paper
Yeah.
form. Others you kind of don't care.
Okay.
So
Harry Potter.
no, Harry Potter must be in dead tree format.
I can't.
Day 3 format. Wow, that's one way you call books.
That's what it's called, the dead tree format. But yeah, Kindles, great for traveling, whether it's long distance, short distance, just catch up on whatever it is you always intended to read.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's helpful that the Humble Bundle usually has these bundles for a lot of books at once. They're all in ebook format for a very low price. And you can get like 15, 20 books at a time.
Ooh, nice.
You only want to read maybe 3, but you have a lot of books.
Yeah.
Same system as Steam now, isn't it?
Humble Bundle, if you
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
checked it out, you really should. It's not only books, it's games.
Okay.
It's the same problem. But my one weakness I find with the Kindle is that it doesn't support e-comics, comic book formats.
Right. I think it's still.
Because the e-paper format is black and white. It doesn't support the color.
Yeah.
So maybe a tablet.
For
So that's the only weakness. Because I like comics.
You know, it's e-books. I mean,
comics are still
meant, so it's alright.
Yeah, but that's the only weakness. You can't read comics, and I have a lot of digital comics stored. Again, Humble Bundle does these deals where they give you a lot of comics at a time.
I'm not sure, but sorry.
Andrew, stop torrenting these
I'm
things.
not a PC gamer, so not much of a PC gamer. But
Okay, is there anything else anybody takes?
Last
traveling?
thing, actually, I forgot to mention. If you're going to be driving a lot, the power bank is very, very useful.
Right, this reminds me. I was reminded. Do not say power bank because that is obvious. Everyone should have one.
Essential one. No, I mean, if you're going to be in the topic of power banks, you're going to have to say that, get a proper power bank, like a proper
safe
not
one.
Something that's like, bought off of
the Pasar Malam.
or something.
Please do not do that for your safety
Xiaomi
and ours.
now makes really, really cheap and really, really good power banks.
The other thing I was thinking of is if you're in a car and you're driving, a charger for the car.
yeah, I don't really trust them. I don't know why. Like, because of the voltage resistance and things like that.
They're actually pretty good. Like Xiaomi has one as well, which is like a fast charging car charger, which is pretty good. I think our colleague has one. Terry has one.
That is the best.
I must say before we
Especially if you're using Spotify all day. Keep your phone.
Waze.
Both.
Takes
Just
all of that away. But just want to say, like, if you were having this podcast like 5 years ago, we would be talking about that radio adapters for Bluetooth.
Are those still a thing?
I don't think so.
I think they still sell it.
Of course, they still sell it, but like most cars these days, there's radio systems already have Bluetooth. So
Yeah.
those things have just become redundant. But I remember back when I was studying, and we have like one of our friends actually bought it. It's like $20, and then you buy like a 2 gig pen drive, install your songs inside. Like, whoa!
Oh wow!
That was cool.
Back then, right?
That's magic. It's like magic.
Yeah, these days nobody stores their own songs anymore. Just stream it. It's easier, it's safer. Yeah, but speaking of that as well, I was thinking, while traveling, Netflix or iFlix, whichever one.
Really bad for the driver.
Who cares?
Oh well, it depends on
Who cares about the driver? It's not necessarily for the driver. It's for everyone else.
Oh great!
Alright, because Netflix also has offline play now, right?
I think
Yes,
so.
it does.
Is it launched in Malaysia?
Yes.
Nice.
It's launched in Malaysia. I think the US doesn't have it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't fight with iFlix because iFlix created the offline.
Yeah, both have that.
really quickly.
Whichever is your preferred service, or both, if you can afford it. It's great.
It's still both combined is still cheaper than subscription to Astro. So
And you can't take Astro with you.
you can Astro on the go.
Yeah.
But the streaming service is horrible.
It's terrible.
Like it's basically not there. So
It's not worth talking about, man.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we spent enough time on this particular section.
Yeah, just because you don't travel.
Why? Hey, I contributed.
Yeah, one thing.
Yeah, Nintendo 3DS.
It's an awesome system. Don't say anything.
It's a very old system though.
Yeah.
I mean, they refreshed it a couple of years back.
It's still an old system.
Nah.
Anyway, yes. So on to the next segment. So we talked about traveling, but what happens once you're already there? You got your family, friends, and your family, extended family, aunties, uncles, grandparents, granduncles. There's annoying cousins, nephews
Relatives you only see once a year.
that you don't recognize.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about the tech you should bring to impress them, because this is very important for Chinese New Year. You always
It's not
want.
just Chinese New Year, to be fair, it's like a very Malaysian thing. Could be a Singaporean thing as well.
I think it's an Asian thing.
It's an
You
Asian
bring
thing.
this shiny new toy to show all your
Hence
relatives.
The pre-celebration sales.
Exactly. We see that a lot. So what would you guys take back to show off?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Andrew start this one. 'Cause,
Okay. Yeah,
Why?
you can.
Why me?
I don't
Why
know.
me now?
Because he started on the first
Yeah,
one.
I started the first one.
Man.
Come on, Andrew.
This is such a rare opportunity, man. Anyway, I'll be bringing myself the Huawei Mate 9 Pro.
You'll be bringing yourself the Huawei Mate 9 Pro.
I'll be.
Sorry.
Okay,
So
never mind.
he's
Please
gonna
go.
tell everyone that he's gonna show off the Huawei Mate 9 Pro.
Yes, please go on. Continue.
I have a feeling this is something really bad.
Please
But
go on.
Anyway,
No, it's
Go on, man.
so paranoid.
gosh. Mostly because we received this phone for a review a couple of days back, and I'll be snapping pictures of food for my review of it. And yeah.
No, why is this supposed to be impressive to your aunties and uncles who don't know anything about it?
It's
Actually,
shiny
what
and
Pang said is
curvy.
true. The back panel of this phone is actually very shiny compared to the Mate 9, because it's a glossy finish compared to the matte finish of the Mate 9, the regular Mate 9.
You do realize your family doesn't know this.
But
No.
they will see the curved display,
Okay.
which I'm guessing they will say, oh, isn't that a Samsung? No, it's a Huawei.
Probably will.
And then the next conversation for them would be like, oh, I heard Huawei is really good now.
Yeah. You can have a
They are
long
really good
conversation about it.
Exactly. And then you can be like,
So is it just the Huawei, or is there anything else?
And then there's the
No TVs, anything you want to bring back?
you can't bring back a TV.
Some people do.
Okay, that's quite sad.
Why?
No,
it's,
man.
it's for for your grandparents.
Well, if
just a
you're
new
gonna
TV.
bring it, okay, yeah, fine.
That happens. It happens now.
I did that, but yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
So you know.
No, I had it shipped over.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, one last thing is the dual camera, of course. Not just the dual
We're
camera.
still talking about the Mate 9 Pro. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow, guys.
I thought you were moving on to something
Yeah,
new.
we're gonna
Guys,
talk about
come on.
something else.
Okay, dual camera.
And then it's not just the dual camera that I think will be exciting. It's mostly the Leica branding.
Okay.
Because
These would know Leica, right?
aunties,
No, this is for the uncles.
Yes.
It's the uncles who know.
Yeah. So the aunties for the shiny glossy display. Sorry, shiny back
Shiny
and the
glossy.
curved back display. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Leica. Like they will be wondering how does it compare to a proper Leica system, and I mean that's how things work. I mean you go for a
So you can
gathering
tell the
and-
uncles that you have a Leica camera.
I'm not gonna say that. That's embarrassing. Come on.
Why not?
You just counted your own argument.
Dude, you're supposed to go
I mean-
there to impress them.
Then I'll be saying like this is Leica, and it might not compare to an actual Leica camera, but Leica contributed to it, something like that. I mean that's the gist of Chinese New Year. You talk to Pang.
Please
and
continue.
You find conversations, find subjects to talk about, socialize. I mean that's how Chinese New Year is. And Pang is like wow,
No,
it's very
because-
distracting.
Because we're seeing you talk down your own product.
I'm not talking it down. I mean, it's a centerpiece to talk about in.
It's a conversation starter.
Yeah,
then.
it's a conversation starter. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And I think it's Fang's time because I think.
No, come on. You
I
might,
can't stop laughing. I don't know why.
you should have more than one product. Come on, man. Is there really only one thing you show off?
The next gadget that we'll bring to my gatherings is the Samsung Gear S3, because for the past.
Frontier or Classic?
Well, I only have the Frontier, so.
Frontier looks much better. I would have judged you so much for if you took the Classic.
What's
I want to
the
admit I
Classic? It's not
forgot
bad.
that this was released this
Frontier
year.
was
Last year.
the Frontier is the one with the jagged edge.
The fancy
bezels.
I mean, even the
No.
Classic is
Classic doesn't have that jagged edge.
really.
No, but I want to
I don't know
admit
what they call
I
that,
completely
rotating
forgot this
It's a
thing.
bezel.
This thing existed.
Yeah, but you're not a smartwatch.
I know, but
so,
I just completely forgot about
It's
it.
okay, to be fair, I'm not a smartwatch person as well.
Nobody is.
Yeah. No.
Well, apparently Andrew is.
I
Yeah.
really am the only one that's. you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
Yes.
You
So
enjoy
what's so
stuff.
special about the Gear S3 that you can show off to the friends and family?
For the past, for the whole of 2016, the Gear S3 really was one of the, almost the only notable smartwatch to be released. Because for some reason, 2016 was a very
Yeah,
quiet
because
year for
nobody
smartwatches.
Android Wear wasn't being updated for like the best part of the year. That's why they made the announcement they're gonna launch 2.0 in February next month, basically.
Okay.
Because development for that has been really slow.
It's ground to a halt.
Because the problem was that they couldn't figure out how they could differentiate a smartwatch OS and a smartphone OS. They didn't know what people wanted in a smartwatch.
You have to admit, they
Honestly,
probably still don't.
They probably still don't.
Even
They're just
I
trying
don't
to
know
figure out
what
what
I
they
want from a
want.
smartwatch.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone has different needs
Yeah.
when it comes to like.
So what's the wow factor of the Gear S3 for uncles and aunties?
The fact that it's a smartwatch, believe it or not.
circular smartwatch?
It's still a circular smartwatch. That's one thing, and really the fact that your watch has a display in itself is impressive.
Which is not new.
Not new.
It's not new.
Impressive still.
It's
But I
been
think
around for a
that's-
few years already.
I think when the uncles
they've probably caught up.
when the uncles see that you can rotate the screen, the bezel to
Yeah.
kind of move around. They're like, "Ooh,
That might be
wow.
something.
I
Plus-
don't have to swipe.
I mean, as much as the Apple hit is strong in Malaysia,
Damn, are you sure?
Are you not
I
sure?
see a lot of people wearing Apple Watches too.
Okay,
to
so
be
that's
fair.
So do I.
That's the thing.
A lot of people with it.
That's the thing. And if you say smartwatch, they'll probably think of the Apple Watch, and the Apple Watch is square. So
To be honest, the moment I mention a smartwatch to any my aunties, uncles, they're going to be asking me, what's a smartwatch?
my relatives are a bit more tech savvy.
Because they're from
He probably has
KL.
more
Yeah.
uncles than you have.
Possibly. Possibly.
Wow.
But they're probably from KL, that's why.
The guy who doesn't travel. Sorry.
Yeah, they're from around here.
I mean, I do travel sometimes, but most of the time, as far as everything goes, I don't really travel outside of.
Yeah, such a lucky man.
Yep.
God, drive to Penang.
I know, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, so the Gear S3.
Gear Street.
So that's his wow factor, that it's a smartwatch. There's nothing fancy you can show off about it.
Yeah.
Really? There's nothing.
I mean,
no.
the
But
rotatable bezel itself
he probably
is
have to get
nice.
like those leather bands, the watch bands.
Yeah,
that come
true.
Separately, so it makes them look like it's like he can download like the. Let's see what kind of
the fancy watch faces,
yeah, the
isn't it?
expensive watch faces.
Omega. Wow.
Let's-
Okay.
let's go on.
That's
Patek Philippe
wow.
at least,
Yeah,
and download the watch face and be wow, must be doing really well.
probably
And
good.
like, yeah,
No, don't tell them it's a review unit. You can probably tell them it's expensive.
yeah. They just don't. Then that's where that's the uncle that you don't show that is a smartwatch.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a watch.
Even as that,
It's a watch that does stuff.
Yeah. How much you get it for? I don't know. I don't know. 139.
All right. So, and what are the other things that you guys bring?
I would bring what?
What would
Gadgets
you?
for the aunties and uncles?
Yeah, what would you bring to impress them?
Well, I guess for me it's gonna be. Let's see. If it's at home, if I'm bringing guests over, then I would actually get like a 4K TV. Surprisingly, this is something that I just found out like last 2 months ago. 4K TVs are really, really cheap.
Are they?
Yeah, you can get one for like so. To put this in perspective, I bought like a full HD TV, 50-inch,
Uh huh.
3-4 years ago. That's like half a decade. Let's just put it at 5 years. No, it has to be 4 years ago. Yeah, let's just put it at 4 years ago
Okay.
Okay.
because I wasn't working here 5 years ago. Anyway, 3-4 years ago, I got a TV for about 4,500
Okay.
That is
for full HD TV,
And
LED
CCTV.
TV. Yes.
That was back then. That's
That
what
was
TVs
back
were
then.
like.
You can get a 4K TV, a decent 4K TV now for less than 3,000 ringgit.
That's not bad at all.
It's crazy, and you're talking about like not like some China brand. It's like Samsung, LG.
Yeah, because when 4K TV started appearing a couple of years ago, they were expensive.
Yes.
I remember being
Incredibly
it was like
expensive.
close to 10K for one of these things.
And to be fair, like there's still not a lot of 4K content that you can actually use it
Yes.
with. So they come out with like this upscaling technology. I mean, the stuff that you see from HD to full HD is some time ago.
Although to be fair, although the prices of 4K TVs have gone down, I was actually looking for a 4K TV when the PS4 Pro came out. But I can tell you that the difference between a 2K 4K TV and a like 4K TV.
What's a 2K 4K TV?
So sorry, a 2,000 ringgit 4K TV.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
I was like, what?
Wow, I was confused, dude.
Anyway, 2,000 ringgit 4K TV compared to a 4,000 ringgit 4K TV.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a lot of difference.
Of course.
Yeah, you get what you pay for, right?
Yeah, with TVs you still get what you pay for.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna spend like 3,000, 3,500 ringgit for a 4K TV, you actually get a lot of TV for that price that you pay,
Yeah, it's true.
which is really painful because like I just bought a TV like 3-4 years ago, which.
It's too
Yeah,
soon.
painful.
Too soon to
And I mean,
replace
we
it.
just came back from CES, which is like TV show, TV land, TV show land, and you're talking about like the next generation of display technology. So like Samsung has this quantum dot display for like 2 years now, and everyone except for LG is going for quantum dot. Is going for quantum dot display.
Okay.
Sony is going with their OLED display.
So
Sony
what
and
exactly
LG.
is quantum dot?
So it's actually a legitimate term, like a scientific term.
What
for
is
this
it? What
technology.
is it
I
doing?
have no idea.
From what I know, quantum dot is something about very high sRGB color coverage and color accuracy.
I think that's the benefits of
That's the
quantum
benefit, but what does it? What
yeah, as
what's
a
the
chemical
technology
composition
behind
and
it?
all that, there's actually a totally different branch from like OLED technology.
Huh.
So but like I was at Hisense,
Okay.
and they were saying that they're going full all in on quantum dot display research, and it's going to be called it's now going to be QD.
Huh.
No longer just quantum dot display. It's
I'm reminded of the
legitimate
Engage
technology.
QD now. What? Nokia Engage QD?
No,
That's old.
Yeah.
We don't know.
it's a product. This is technology.
Yes.
Anyway,
Very
so
far
yeah.
Very
So,
old.
I'm pretty sure, like, and they're saying that this technology is the one that's gonna drive costs down. Like,
Is
it's
it?
cheaper to make than OLED.
But
which
to
is
be fair,
why they can
OLEDs are
scale down.
expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's why they say they can scale down and scale up the manufacturing, and the cost will go down really, really quickly. Talking about in the next 2 to 3 years, quantum dot displays are gonna be like basically LED, but on a much higher level.
I'm honestly surprised that none of us have figured out what quantum dot is. It's been around for a
It's-
couple of years.
yeah.
It's not even new.
And the thing is, only Samsung was talking about it.
Yeah.
I thought like, okay, maybe that's just like some fancy name that they
yeah,
come
they
up
come up
with.
with it, right?
But at
Turns out-
CES, like I was at like some TV, like we thought it was a smartphone thing, but you know, they're talking about TVs, and they're like giving you a roadmap of like quantum dot research, and we're like, whoa, this is like legit stuff, like an actual product, like branch of like display technology.
Huh.
So I was like, oh,
Okay.
Okay, so you would bring guests over and show them off,
I would
show
show
off your
them like
4K,
what the home of the future would be like.
your 4K TV. What,
4K TV attached to my Chromecast. I mean, I'll
What
just,
exactly would you
throw
show-
content on the screen from my phone. I'll be like, can your phone do this? I mean, you know,
what exactly would you show them? What 4K content do you have on your phone?
I don't know. I mean, I'll need a Chromecast Ultra, but I have a Chromecast 2. And you know, the fact that you can use with the Chromecast, you get to use your TV or your home theater system as like a full-on like entertainment system. So you can actually turn on, play music without turning
Yeah.
on your TV.
To be fair, in my case, I would bring them over and show off the Chromecast.
Yeah, well,
The Chromecast is the real star of the show.
yeah,
It's like,
it's behind the TV.
it doesn't matter. You don't have to see that. You can just like
I mean,
watch this.
That's the cool part. Like, you know, you can throw.
You take out your
can
phone and say, "Watch
right? Yeah.
this."
And like, check, can your TV show your name on the screen? Yeah. So it's pretty cool. The Chromecast, I actually just got the Chromecast 2.
I've been abusing the Chromecast for a while.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
So
No, really, it's great. I think this is really what will impress like relatives. You don't even need to be in your own home. You can just take it out with you.
True.
can you play it anywhere, like from your phone?
No, because as long as you plug the Chromecast into a
so you can
TV,
plug it to the TV, but can you cast like from outside the Wi-Fi network?
no, it has to be on the same Wi-Fi network.
Okay.
But
But
you know,
still, it's cool.
You can take it to a relative's house,
Yeah.
just plug it in, and show them, well, this is what I can do.
Yeah, you can just carry it anywhere, right?
Yeah, it's not that big either.
So yeah, I mean, the whole concept of the smart home, I would actually totally buy into it. Google Home.
No, I wouldn't do it. We've
Of course
had
not,
this
we had this
conversation.
conversation before.
I wouldn't
But
I wouldn't show them.
imagine playing your Spotify playlist with just your voice and be like, oh, check this out. Obviously, we don't have like a
Then you're gonna have obnoxious cousins or nieces or
okay,
nephews.
Google all the way.
Yeah.
Shit.
They're already doing it with phones.
Yeah, because you enable that wake up
Why
call.
You
wouldn't
really
you?
sh-
I don't.
I don't.
Oh, come on.
I don't want.
Oh man, voice activation is too dangerous these days.
Okay.
Chromecast as something to show off.
Chromecast
That's
is just,
something.
yeah, it's just about right because you still need a phone to control it.
Yeah. Not to mention the Chromecast is not too expensive.
It's $35 US.
Exactly.
$35 US. That's like $150. So
It's cheaper. The cost of the
Technically-
Chromecast is cheaper than the shipping.
Yeah, it's 200 ringgit here officially. So
it's not exactly official, but you
It's
know,
not official. It's just
It's just on
parallel
Lazada.
imports.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's official. Anyway,
It's definitely not. We talk to Google all the time. They know it's not
even they
official.
don't know what's going on. They're still selling the old Chromecast, by the way.
Well, it can't be helped.
My
Old
sister's like probably like a ton of them lying around.
The old Chromecast isn't so bad though.
Yeah, they're not. The Chromecast 2 is essentially the same with just like support for 5 gigs Wi-Fi
Yeah,
bands.
it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
And you know, if you pick that up, it's not too
The
bad
price
either.
is the same.
okay.
Moving
Yes.
on to my next item in the smart home list: robot vacuums.
Yeah, I asked
would
you this
totally
earlier.
get that.
I asked you this earlier. Does it count for the whole?
Chinese
you're
New
not
Year tradition?
supposed
Yeah.
to sweep the house
Yes.
on Chinese New Year.
I may be wrong, but this is how I see it. If the dirt doesn't get out of the house, if you don't, I mean, you can't sweep out of the house, right? So the robot vacuum kind of sucks everything in, and it's still at home.
But what if it takes all the good luck and sucks it into the robot and contains it by itself.
You kind of keep the robot. I mean, it's there for a reason.
Then you could never empty the robot.
Gosh, you and your loopholes are amazing.
Really?
No, seriously, how do robot vacuums factor into our traditions?
I think it's the same thing as standard vacuum cleaners. As long as you don't clean up during.
Yeah, you're not supposed to vacuum either, right?
In normal circumstances, probably. But
My family never lets us vacuum.
Oh well. Sweep the floor.
Okay, tell you what. Anyone listening to this, if you know how all this works in terms of tradition and technology, please let us know, because we are dying to find out how this works.
I'm not sure. Because
Ask your grandparents if you have to.
To be fair, even for us, I think vacuum cleaning is only until unless it's really, really necessary.
Yeah, unless it's a spill or something goes wrong.
Well, spill, you don't get use a vacuum cleaner.
Some can.
Great.
Yep.
You're the one who brought a vacuum cleaner back from Vegas.
Oh, I did.
You did.
But
You
I
were the
wanted
one-
from
Not a
Beijing.
robot, not a
From
robot.
Beijing, I wanted to get the Xiaomi robot vacuum though, because it was like 1,100 ringgit. It was really expensive for me. But then one of the guys was telling me that it's basically the same specs as like a Roomba that's like 2,000 to 3,000 ringgit.
Oh, that's nice.
So I was technically spending a lot, but I was also going to be saving a lot. Unfortunately, the credit card systems were down that day, so
Robot vacuums for
China, man.
robot vacuums for
Yeah, robot vacuums, man. Like, can you imagine like scaring your pet cat? I don't know.
But you can't take a robot vacuum because everything you
if I
showed
were to
up
bring it- yeah, if
has
it's
been
for the home,
bringing
right?
people to your house.
That's just for the third or fourth day when they come over. Anyway, if I were to bring it over, if I were to bring a product, a gadget that would impress other people, then obviously it's going to be a smartphone, because I'm not like a smartwatch guy. So
Nobody's a smartwatch guy.
I would say the Galaxy Note 7. Sorry, have to bring it up. That being said, the S7H is still a very good
I think
phone.
they would be very impressed that you still had one though.
To be fair, if I still had one, I can't use it. It's like permanently powered down.
Yeah, but you would have one. That alone is like that belongs in a museum.
Yeah, man. Whew. But I would say that the S7H is still a very, very good phone. Andrew would say that Huawei phones are a good conversation starter, and it's true. The other gadget I would say that's a good conversation starter, but maybe I won't use, is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. Yes.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I would. I've been
Aunties
inclined
will be
to.
so impressed that you finally managed to get a phone that's like 700 ringgit that supposedly no one can get.
I wouldn't know about the no one can get,
No
but
one, yeah, they
Xiaomi's
always complaining that they can't buy it, right?
Xiaomi is actually coming as a big name these days. So
Yeah,
I would assume that
Xiaomi,
something like this.
Huawei, Honor to a certain extent. But yeah, Redmi Note 3, that'll be pretty good. If you want to impress the uncles, then it's going to be the OnePlus 3.
Why?
Because it's OnePlus, like, what kind of brand is OnePlus? How would the uncles and aunties know? Only the uncles will know. Oh yeah, I've heard of this brand. Aunties would be like, why is there a one on your logo? Like,
Okay.
No, you see, you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking small. You guys are not trying to work. What I would do is bring one of those fancy new drones, like the DJI Phantom, if you can afford it.
Phantom 4 is a bit too professional.
It doesn't matter.
About the Mavic
No,
Pro.
but remember, this is about wowing people. This is about impressing them.
How are you going to show it up? Chinese New Year is traditionally a very, very hot time.
It doesn't matter. You take it outside. You
You're
fly
gonna take it outside, and
everyone goes like,
into the
"Whoa."
sky in the hot sun. You're like,
Why are you looking at the sky?
because you're looking at a drone, you're lifting, you're flying it, right?
You're not, because it shows the screen.
Yeah, on one hand, like.
But that's the
you
point.
still have to see like at the top. and
That's
it's
the
like,
point. They hear it flying around. They're like, yeah, that's impressive.
Footage though, fireworks. From,
Exactly.
The point is to impress people.
It's like, hold on, let me set up my drone before we burn this fireworks.
I don't know, my family doesn't do fireworks anymore.
Maybe you don't do it for a very long
I
time.
don't think. Yeah,
Yeah.
except for like pop-ups.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is not fireworks. Come on.
They're not. There's gunpowder inside. It's gunpowder.
Somewhat. Actually, it's flint. But
Anyway.
yeah, no. But yeah, I would bring, one of those big fancy drones. It makes a lot of noise. Everyone's going to notice. Everyone's going to pay attention. Even people inside the house are going, what is that? And they would come out and
Lion
see it
dance,
flying
no?
past. You fly past the lion dance, people are like, that's impressive. So I think
Nice.
big, impressive.
Active track.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, when you tell people how much it costs, they would be really impressed.
Even more
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
And this should be like, wow, you're doing very well.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
completely broke with this thing.
Oh gosh.
But that's the idea for me. You know, if I'm going to impress family, it's got
Gonna
to be
impress
something
the whole
big
bunch
ticket.
of them. Yeah.
The big ticket items. 4K TV, maybe. I guess it's huge.
At home, 70
home.
inch or 100 inch. There's an 100-inch TV. Do you know?
There's 100 inch.
It's a 100-inch TV, and in the US you can find like 120 inches.
That would impress
You
me.
know, yeah.
I'd be impressed if
I
you
want to
find
say
a way to
something
ship
about
it.
size, but you know,
Size matters,
it's
man.
self-explanatory. So
Yeah.
This is the Tech Tarik Show.
The Tech Tarik Show, where we are completely inappropriate.
Yep.
not yet.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, well, on to more appropriate things. So this is the last part of the show where we're going to think, because I know these guys have been boring and practical, and I'm the only one who shows any interesting ideas.
4K TVs are
Wow.
not practical.
They are now.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about how cheap they are. That's practical.
Fine, we talk about like quantum dot speed.
Yeah. Okay, but here's what we talk about. The stuff that is worth buying now, because you know there's a lot of pre-CNY sales. There's a lot
Yeah.
of good deals. And this stuff is worth getting that will last you for the rest of the year at least. So, what do you guys think right now?
Well, you're gonna have to start us off.
There's only one.
Yeah, we're taking turns.
Yeah, there's only one thing that I really want right now, and that's the new Dell Inspiron gaming. I'm sorry, Andrew.
Damn.
I'm sorry,
Damn,
Andrew.
man, they're all taking my things.
No. Okay. So I've been following this news since Computex last year. But, you know,
Yes,
since-
correct.
right.
Because you
so
were
when they
down.
said they were bringing, I was there at Computex with Dell, and they actually showed this off. I wasn't allowed to talk about it at all. They were just mock-ups, but they're saying this is what we're doing. And then they revealed it at CES.
Yeah, Spider-Man vents.
Spider-Man vents. And that's not the thing about this. The thing about this is it's reasonably priced.
Yes.
Very reasonable.
It's not excessive. And yeah, that's what I would get.
For the hardware that you get at such a okay, so how much does it cost?
So, the one Andrew was looking at is a Skylake Core i5, 4 gigabytes RAM.
Skylake.
No, sorry, Kaby Lake.
Yeah.
Kaby Lake Core i5 with 4 gigs of RAM and a GTX 1080 Ti.
1050.
1050. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow, I'm completely gone today. I am completely gone
So
right
how
now.
much does that cost?
That is 3,999.
Yeah, that's,
Yes.
4,000 ringgit.
To be fair, I think
No, that's not the best part. The best
Yeah.
part is it's got an SSD and an HDD.
Yep.
because it's a 15-inch.
Yeah, it's a 15 inch.
Right? Yeah.
But for 4,000 ringgit, it's
How big is the SSD?
it's 128
It's
and
decent. It's
500 gigabyte HDD.
Okay, I mean it should be upgradable. I think that the RAM is the weakest point.
The RAM is
But
upgradable,
should
but
be upgradable. So
Yep.
the RAM is really a
and you
weak
can
point.
just customize it anyway, right? On the Dell website.
No.
No, these things are not customizable.
In the US, you'll be able to.
In
do
the
that.
US,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure you can.
Dell
do that.
Malaysia.
Yeah,
We are
Malaysia,
not as-
the option's
quite
not that
limited.
great.
We're not as fancy as Americans are.
Yep.
That would have been great. Like
We're a
8
third world
gigs of
country.
RAM. So is that a base model?
That is the base model.
Is there a
No,
high-end
no,
one with like?
technically, there are two base models.
3.
No, 3 models, but 2 base models. Because 2 models cost the same.
Yeah, but it's still 3 models.
Yeah, 3 models.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This is very confusing.
okay. See, the thing is, the one that Farhan's talking about is actually the middle one. This is 3,000, 4,000. But then there's also another one that is 4,000 that doesn't have the 500 HDD and 120 gig SSD. Instead, they give you a 1 terabyte hard disk for
that's
the
not
same
great.
price.
No,
SSD
it
is
also-
also an option.
And a 1050 instead of a 1050 Ti, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It
that's
downgrades everything
Yeah.
and then charges you the same amount.
that's weird.
I mean, you do get more storage.
It's not
500
no.
gigs is what 200 ringgit.
No,
and then
it-
128 gig SSD is about
It's a
the
lot
same
more.
price.
No, that's not.
And the words TI. I mean,
That's not the trick here.
Yeah.
The trick here is that lower spec one is obviously there to trick you into buying the higher spec version.
true.
That's what they do, you know.
But usually they'll kind of put like $100 less. 100
Yeah,
less,
small,
just
but-
to make the difference. Oh, this
No.
is much better.
They're not even bothering anymore. They're like,
Same price.
here,
Okay.
you know which one you want.
Don't be stupid.
Just take that one. But the one that really caught my eye was the higher spec version, even higher spec version. It's 5,199 ringgit.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's around that.
It bumps the RAM up to 8 gigabytes and it bumps the processor up to an i7.
But storage, SSD, and hard
Same
disk,
thing.
Still not there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not quite familiar with gaming laptops these days, so
Not necessarily, because if it's a gaming laptop, you don't really need all that much storage.
Yeah.
Games are big.
yeah. But like, if you're gonna have like a 15.6 inch laptop, you're probably gonna be spending like everything is gonna be inside it.
I
You
have
don't
a
need it.
1 terabyte hard disk now. I have not used it up. I haven't even gotten halfway to using it.
It's probably because it stores all your digital comics and not like movies and stuff. Because you're streaming them now.
My digital comics are all in the cloud as well. Everything's on the cloud.
That's why we don't need external hard drives.
That's why we don't need big hard drives. Everything's on the cloud. Everything's in Steam. If
Fair enough.
I download it.
Fair enough.
But yes, that's.
Also because you don't play Dota, so you don't know the struggles of having a 16 gigabyte game.
You'd like to see the size of the games I play.
Oh shit.
You went down the wrong road.
No, man.
No.
I like a lot of games there.
It's okay.
But yeah, but that's the idea. That's what I would think. That's my best choice for this time.
Yeah.
It's worth what you're getting until Acer can tell us how much their new ZX.
VX.
Yes, the VX
Yeah.
gaming
It's
laptops.
VX.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah, the
love
V Nitro, then the
way it
VX.
looks.
The way the V looks.
VX looks.
Okay.
It's very aggressive.
Yeah, because the V Nitro, the older V Nitros were quite good.
Yeah.
I reviewed those. Those were
Yeah, the
very
V
good.
Nitros were at one point they actually were.
One of the best value for money.
We were wondering why they exist because they were going to kill off the Predator line. It's
Yep.
so much more worth it.
Yeah, it depends because some people want higher end models. So I mean, there's two distinct markets.
Yeah, but there was a
Yeah.
point where the V line was
'Cause-
cannibalizing the lower end Predators.
well, lower end predators. Sorry, not worth getting anyway. Anyway,
Low end green laptops are not worth it.
So
Yeah, so Andrew, now that I've stolen your idea, what do you have for us?
Damn it. Thankfully, I have a backup plan.
Oh, you do?
That backup plan is the S7 Edge, which Bang actually mentioned.
horrible
Why?
suggestion.
Why?
Just because I said
Okay,
it just now
see,
doesn't mean it's
alright,
something that you
let
should
me-
do.
I was thinking of this way before
Okay,
the
fine,
podcast.
fine. Go ahead, go ahead.
So, to be fair, not everyone is like us, where we want the best of the best. Like, we want the cutting edge.
And
phone
S7
released
Edge is
every
not
year.
cutting edge.
What's gonna be a year?
Yeah, it's gonna be Euro, but
Nothing's
because of
replaced
that,
it yet.
because of that, the price will go down drastically.
So you shouldn't buy it now. You should buy it when the S8 is out.
Okay, so here's the thing: do you buy it before or after the thing is
After.
the next? is
After.
announced? Okay, but even then, because right now, because it's pre-CNY, Lazada, Gen 5, all these
Okay,
online shops.
how much is
have
it being
discounts.
sold now?
I saw it for as low as 2006 now, and it used to go for 3002.
3199.
So that's like a 600 ringgit.
It's still expensive, you know.
It's a lot
still
of discount.
I feel like it's expensive for a 2016 phone, but I see where you're coming from because it's for someone who needs the phone. Then if you're gonna say what's the best phone you can buy right now for 2,600 ringgit, I think
Easily, the S7 Edge.
But if you're going 2,600, I mean,
That's
it doesn't
600
feel.
without the discounts, and we can easily use Shopback and get like 3% cashback, something like that.
6% for new users, and I think only 1.5 for current users. It's not a lot.
It's really 1%. It's not a lot there. Man.
1% is for 2,600.
You're gonna shell out for 2,600 for a phone. 1% is not gonna matter to you. In all honesty, really, you're gonna count that 1%.
6% if you know for the
I mean,
aunties.
I'm sure that there's
6% is like
new to the
130
concept
bucks.
of cashback.
That's such a dim
so
view
that-
of aunties. Anyway,
Yeah.
But it's true though.
Wow. Andrew's aunties, if you're listening to this podcast,
Okay.
no ang pao for him this year. This is what he thinks of you.
I didn't say my aunties.
Right.
okay.
Sorry, auntie.
That's one though.
Yeah, so you would buy the S7 Edge.
Yes.
That's the best deal, most reasonable item to buy now.
Just because it has been reduced quite a bit
Quite a bit.
in retail price.
Reducing quite a bit still costs quite a lot.
Yeah, but if you need a phone, I mean, I'll talk about what I'm gonna say later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I understand where he's coming from.
I can see where he's coming from. I mean, it's not too bad for the S7 Edge.
I mean, it still has the best camera in class, and the curved display, as much as it's been overused, it's still impressive. I love the glass and metal construction. It has great battery life, and really, it's if you have the money, yes, S7 Edge is good. If you want something below 2,000, I would gladly suggest the OnePlus 3, which has been reduced in price recently.
3T.
It's not officially available in Malaysia yet.
So that means you're getting like an obsolete device.
Just because
It's not a bad device.
a bump in spec doesn't make it obsolete, okay?
By the way, he's been suggesting nothing but obsolete devices.
Wow! Technically, S7X isn't obsolete yet.
Really?
Not obsolete yet.
Soon.
Yeah, not long, man.
Maybe
The only
in
reason
April,
why they're
maybe
pushing
in February.
the only reason why they're pushing this device is because they don't have any
They don't have anything
end of
else.
the year
Yeah,
product.
but honestly, for what you're getting, it's still a very good device.
It's a good device, yes. But you've been pushing obsolete devices. They're good.
Ah,
Doesn't make them not obsolete.
Which actually is a really good build up to what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Because I would actually say that if you really, unless you really need one, I would say don't buy anything before Chinese New Year.
Oh, don't buy
Because-
anything.
Yeah, because you're
Here's the
right
practical
at
advice.
Because it's right at the start of the year, and what the cooler, and it's just before everything gets announced. The exception, of course, is the laptops because
Laptops
Kaby
at
Lake's
CES,
out.
yeah.
Kaby Lake is out. The new Nvidia chips are out. AMD, I don't know, like
Ryzen's
not up
no.
yet. So
We don't know if Ryzen actually exists. We know it's been announced. We don't know it's there.
yeah. So
Until I see proof that it exists, Nasir, just keep watching this.
I say would gladly that it exists.
So to be fair, besides laptops, there's just not a lot of products that has been refreshed yet. The new TVs are coming, the new phones are coming, unless it's an iPhone 7, which came out just recently, and you have like good 6 to 8 months before the next iPhone comes out.
Yeah.
Which even then, I would suggest you to wait because it's the 10th generation iPhone.
Yeah, you don't want to buy an
So
iPhone
it's
now.
just-
Like, we're talking about
Disappointment,
phones,
yeah.
right? We're talking about phones. It's the start of the year. Unless you have something that you really need a phone, you're probably better off buying like a cheap phone and wait for the next
Okay.
one.
Okay, well, what about it's not a phone or a laptop? What if it's
Like
anything else?
TVs, it's actually TVs have longer shelf life. Not longer shelf life. I would say that longer
Longer lifespan.
Lifespan.
Yeah.
So you're still okay buying a TV any time of the year. And it's a good time for Chinese New Year because like you said, the discounts and everything.
Yeah.
So you're still TVs are still good. 4K TVs, man, $3,000.
Are there any deals for 4K TVs right now?
They should because like
Yeah, there's almost always
online
deals
stores,
for some
man,
reason.
like
Yeah, we always got this.
best
But
thing to happen to everyone.
Yep.
I've not shopped for 4K TV yet.
Before we get
Yeah,
too
I don't
far
know.
from the topic,
Yeah.
you guys were mentioning I suggest obsolete phones, and
Yes.
he was saying you shouldn't get any phone. I disagree.
I like it. I like his
disagree.
idea.
Okay, so here's the thing. Before I join Lowyat, what I usually do is I will wait for the next generation of phone to be released first, and I get the predecessor for a much cheaper price.
Exactly. That's what I
Okay.
just said.
Yeah, that's what smart people do.
No, but okay,
Just call you smart,
because
by the
you oh gosh.
It's very rare.
Yeah, he just called you smart. You just said your reaction is, oh god.
Wow, you can't even take compliments.
Talking about him, talking about Farhan.
Okay, go on.
Wow, you can't even take compliments.
I know.
Thanks though, thanks.
I take it back.
Too late.
Okay, go on.
Okay, and although the S8 hasn't been announced yet, the price for the S7X is still very cheap now. And if he's going to talk about the OnePlus 3T versus the OnePlus 3, well, for 1,007 now, I think, the new price for the 3.
I don't know. 1688.
1688.
1688.
That's 200 ringgit reduction, and that's very good for a phone that's been released in the last 2 to 3 months. It's not that long, is it?
I think so.
1+3, yeah, it's that long
I
already.
think it's been quite a while.
It's been a while,
The,
man.
the 3T was the one that came out in November, October,
Yeah,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
that's how long it's been.
That's how long you've been talking about OnePlus 3.
Still, it's a good phone.
It's a
We're
good
not saying-
phone.
no,
It's not saying. No one's saying it's bad.
We're not saying it's a bad phone. We're just saying that
So yeah,
his
if you want-
idea is you shouldn't buy anything now.
Yeah,
because
but okay,
better things are coming soon.
If I were not working for Lowyat right now, I would gladly buy the OnePlus 3 now because the thing is, for some reason, stocks are very limited in Malaysia. Whenever I look
they
for
don't
it,
have
it's
an
almost
official
always out of
presence
stock.
over here. That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's been brought in officially by Brightstar.
Yeah, but
And-
it's still not there. Like
Okay, we will leave
So
that.
I will,
that's the thing.
let's lay off the.
We'll
OnePlus
leave
3.
that. We know-
What I'm trying to say is that if for like electronic products that have shorter lifespan, like smartphones.
They really shouldn't have a shorter lifespan.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about okay. At most, it's a 2-year thing, at most, and then things just really, it's not
Yeah,
worth using, like keeping up with using it anymore, because Chinese New Year always falls before MWC, and MWC is when all the major phone brands show off their latest products, and most of the time, it arrives in Malaysia within 1 to 2 months. So all in all, you're actually waiting only about like 2 to 3 months before the new products come. And if you're going to be the type of person like Andrew who waits for the new products and buys the previous generation products, so I don't think it's a very long time to wait. If you want like
about
really
close
steep
to-
discounts.
Yeah, but
Okay.
on the flip side for this, the purpose of buying a new phone around this time of year isn't
It's
so
to
much
show
for new.
off to your
Yes,
family.
it's showing off to your family.
That's the price
It's
you
having
pay.
something
That's
new.
like that's the price you pay.
Yeah, but it's
Literally.
it's not necessarily showing off your family, but it's having something new to usher in the new year.
Yeah, I know, like getting new
Like
car.
new clothes is
New
fine.
clothes, new phone, new car.
Clothes
New
are
house.
expendable.
Car. People buy cars. And this happens
yes,
not necessarily
every
only
festive
China,
season.
every festive season. Hari Raya, Deepavali,
Drive your
whoever
car to your
is-
hometown.
Yeah, you want something new to usher in your celebration, whatever it is.
I don't know, man. Have you ever felt the need to buy something new for electronics and gadgets before the new year?
I am
We're in a
different.
special, unique position to
We are.
not get electronics for ourselves.
We are
No,
very.
it's true, but like I even before this, I don't feel the need to upgrade my products unless I really need to.
Same here.
That is true. Yeah.
You know?
But it's a few years cycle.
Yeah, it's several years. Let's see.
But
But
no,
like I
it's,
said,
it's not necessarily everyone. But you got the feeling that I got a little extra. It's the start of the year. I've just got my
Horrible.
year-end bonus.
Saving
I've got
money,
something
man.
to spend. I might as well.
yeah, which what Andrew almost did. Oh,
Oh wow!
he
Yeah,
actually literally almost did it.
he did.
Yeah.
Hey, you really should have though. I mean,
Yeah, man.
you need something new to usher in the new year.
So basically, what Jin and Pang has been doing was to poison me to get myself.
No, you were poisoning yourself.
No.
We just kind of
You posted the link.
No, okay.
You
What
brought
is
it
You
up
were talking
first.
about it. You're like, hey, maybe
No, no, no.
Wait, guys.
Literally no.
People
He
need
just-
to know what you're talking about.
Yes. Oh man, Andrew.
So they were trying to poison me to get the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, and I totally, did not want to buy it in the beginning, and then suddenly yesterday he was like, "Hey, Andrew, this
Because
thing here
you
is quite
said,
cheap, huh?"
you said, and I quote,
What?
you said, I want it.
Yes.
Full stop.
How much is this backpack?
1,400 ringgit for the 30-liter one, which is really the one I was looking at.
Right. You really should have just. You could. That was your big ticket item for the new year.
And to be fair, that wasn't it's less than 100 ringgit markup from the US price.
Yes, actually, yeah.
That's great. Okay, so on that bombshell, we are out of time here. So we are just going to say Happy New Year to everyone celebrating the Chinese New Year.
Yeah, happy Chinese New Year.
恭喜發財.
The Chinaman's
Probably
over
see
there. And we won't be around the week after
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's Chinese New Year, the Chinese New Year break.
Public holiday.
It is a public holiday, so we won't be around that week. We will be back the week after. And we will see you then. Well,
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Hope you enjoy listening on your drive back, except for Andrew because he stays in KL.
I will make an effort to listen to it while I drive to my houses.
Thanks.
Okay.
Don't play 3DS.
Sure.
Talk to
Right.
people.
Goodbye.